everybody. We're back to enjoy some delicious wines with you and talk about the foods that Chef Chris pairs with every Thursday night. This is the virtual version, so those of you that are playing it safe, hanging out at home, maybe on the couch in your PJs, enjoying some tasty food that this guy just made.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, kudos to you. And we're going to drink along with you. We're actually in the future, right?
We are virtually in the future.
We are in the future, and we're coming back from the future to see you on the couch eating bonbons. No, you're not doing bonbons.
No,
right?
not yet. That's after.
Right.
But that's the finisher.
So,
well, we're honored to be a part of it.
yeah, in other words, we love doing this with you guys, whether it's in person or virtually. We thoroughly enjoy, well, mainly we enjoy drinking wine, but that's for another story. We've had just packed houses here on Thursday nights for our wine tasting, so it is kind of beneficial that we have more and more people, taking the virtual tour, because we're running out of spaces here in person.
With our, we take every precaution to space our tables and to keep everybody where they need to be. So we do thank you. We do run out of hot tops.
Yeah. Well, the chef's table is full. We can only put people 6 feet away, So it gets filled up pretty quickly, but
Which is a great problem to have.
yeah, these are the kind of problems what we're looking for, right? And here we are getting ready to start back to school, and I guess you've sent most of them off to college. You got a couple here in town.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Matthew's off in Kansas at grad school, and Sam went back to UNC Asheville this week, and I just went and did a orientation with my firstborn at Mount Airy High School. Then my youngest, he'll be starting 6th grade at Millennium. We got their virtual open house tonight. Kind of old, Chef.
Yeah, I
These
think I
things
see a few gray hairs. But I thought that was just stress. I didn't think that was from age.
I think it's a little of both.
Well,
Ed sent me a picture this morning, one of our Facebook memories of the girls fishing on the side of the lake up at his place, an old mill, and they were just little wee darlings. And now
just tiny tots.
Now it just goes so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God there's wine.
Yes, this helps.
This helps cushion the blow.
Right. Well, surprisingly for you folks, it's not two reds. Actually, we are in the dog days of summer, and I thought it would be really nice to lean towards the lighter styles. Certainly not lighter in flavor, but lighter in weight probably would be the best way to put it. And we have something really, really special to start off. This is from Hugel. If you don't know, this is what I would consider probably the most recognizable name in Alsace. Now, Alsace is an interesting area because it's very German influenced. A lot of German varietal grapes, they're certainly most predominant, but it is in France. Now, those borders, those imaginary lines in the world,
it's been back and forth many times.
And Chef's a big war buff. He understands that lines change in the sand. And so technically, yes, it is a French area, but as you can probably see and tell, you don't see bottles like this in France unless it's Alsace. They're really tall, lean, like you would see in German wines. And this influence is all throughout the area. Now, the beauty of this is, which I really like, is Alsace still uses, in my opinion, they're more French in style, but they're predominantly German grapes. So you really get what I would consider, in a sense, the best of both worlds from that region. It really is kind of a joining of talent, whether it be the farming techniques and the winemaking techniques, and they like sausage there, don't they?
They are. It is a sausage region.
Yes, and why don't you tell them what you got planned for this one?
Well, we got a real nice treat with this, and I did a pate of several Darcy Farms sausages and meat. So we've got Darcy Farms andouille, we have the chorizo, we have some ham.
Yes.
Just can't beat it. Blended this with some egg and grain mustard and a little bit of Grand Marnier. There's a little pancetta in there as well. And then baked this in a water bath, low heat for a couple of hours and pressed it. It's just going to be great. It's a classic pairing with this too. It's something if you would be at a little cafe or having a picnic, you know, a couple of beautiful bottles and a little pate and some baguette.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Living large. So in the glass, you probably noticed, Chef, right away the aromatics on this.
Beautiful.
This is a Gewürztraminer blend. Now, Gewürztraminer, if you don't know, one of the most highly aromatic grapes in the world. I just love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful bouquet. Now, this is only about, I want to say, roughly around 40% Gewürz. This wine has far more acidity than you would expect from a Gewürztraminer. It's because it's a blend. Now, Gewürztraminer is one of the lowest, if not the lowest, acidity-wise grapes that there is, which is great. I was telling someone today, and what a great way to introduce people to wine. Like, you know, I don't like that tart, sour flavor of wine.
Absolutely.
That's what wine is. But boy, if you get a Gewürztraminer in front of them, they might really like that because it is the lowest acidic levels that you typically, for the most part, have in wine. So this wine is a 2014. So in order for wines to age, they need a good amount of acidity. And boy, this wine, by the way, for 2014, drinking so bright. I wanted to show today not only the region, but what the ageability is of a white wine from this part of the world. And so many times we don't think about aging our white wines. They have to be a good wine. You don't want to age a yellowtail Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Drink it yesterday. But so what you have here is you have a blend of other white grapes like Riesling that are high acidity. You have Pinot Blanc, Pinot Gris. Bringing the acidity levels up, but the Gewürztraminer perfume and aromatics really reign supreme over those grapes that don't have. Well, Riesling does have can be very aromatic, but here the Gewürztraminer is dominant, and so you're getting all the benefits of Gewürz plus the benefits of the other grapes bringing their acidity, which makes it very ageable. And ageable wines change in the bottle, and I think it changes for the better in this case. It's absolutely beautiful how I think with your sausages, how the tertiary flavors here and smells that have developed in the bottle are really going to lend itself towards things that are heavier, juicier, fattier.
And you know, it's counterintuitive. You know, you wouldn't think that you would pair, you know, sausages with Gewürz, but it really does work, and it works in the region. And so, you know, we don't want to be too close-minded to what we choose to pair with. But you know, and this is just so refreshing too.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, the pate is fairly light. I mean, it's not going to bowl you over like a winter terrine.
Right.
But I tell you, when you're shopping and whenever I see, you know, like Gewürztraminer and Riesling have a very definitive looking bottle, but you know, especially this Pinot Blanc, Gewürztraminer. I mean, I just see them and I start getting quenched.
Yes.
You know, it's just this time of year when it's, well, year round really. I love. These are one of the few white wines I just adore. I love Pinot Blanc and Gewürz, but I mean, I get excited and I saw the bottle today and just
here we go. Yeah.
So excited.
He was pacing around.
Yeah.
I was having a small little meeting. He was like, "You almost done? About to wrap it up?"
Yes.
Yes, and he had the glasses in his hand, ready to go.
I've been thinking about it all day. I just love these wines, and what a tremendous producer represented here, and it really does. I mean, I like German wines. I think they're, you know, I'm not trying to be ignorant here, but I think they're very simple. You know,
A lot of times, yeah.
and they're just what they are, and that's not good or bad. But to be able to have the polish that a French winemaker puts on to these grapes, I think really elevates it, and just a real special treat.
Yeah, and just so you know, Hugel is, I mean, they've got a little bit of experience. What were y'all doing back in the early 1600s?
Yeah.
You know, this family has been making wines from that vineyard since the early 1600s. Older than our country by a long shot.
By a long shot.
And with that
they
comes...
were old when we were
right.
an idea.
Exactly. So the winemaking skills and traditions and just running through your veins, like when you're born, you're already going to be a winemaker kind of thing. That's the Hugel family, and that's the caliber of wines that we're talking about here. So if you're looking for something very fine from the Alsace region, which you should be because they're fantastic, I think we were just talking, was it Sunday or Monday? We're talking about sausages and how much
It was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday. And that's what got my brain thinking about this wine, or their whole portfolio, really. But this is the Gentile. It's a blend. And boy, if you throw anything fatty at it, it's going to do just fine. And our diet tends to have a lot of fatty things in it. Darn
Well,
it.
we balance it out, though. I mean, it's
Do we?
Work with me here.
This is the balance part, right?
Is it balanced or
It's
not?
balanced. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
But these belong in your repertoire. You should always have 3 or 4 bottles or cases of this around the house.
It's a wine for serious wine drinkers, and it's a wine for casual wine drinkers.
Absolutely, it fits all the niches there. But I just these are great food wines, and we've of course decided on this pairing, but these can really expand out as well, and of course they're a perfect just porch wine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just get a couple glasses and head to the porch.
Yep.
Even if with or without snacks, but
Cheeses.
it does great
Again with the fat.
with the fat.
Yep. Well, you'll love it. Well, let's move on. And this is a really interesting, what I would call kind of I guess you can't say east meets west, but north meets south. So Wolfler is a famous kind of New York winery. It's not kinda, it is. And what they have done is they've gotten involved with Argentina. And yeah, this is kind of cool because this is the kind of thing that our winemaker Tyler is, working on, wines from around the world and around the country. This is a great example of someone kind of branching out into a different area. So upstate New York and another, upstate New York wines, very comparable to this style.
Absolutely.
Stylistically.
The weather and the topography
Sure.
is all very similar.
You think of some of the best Rieslings of United States. You certainly think of New York.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of transitioning into this, we're looking at a winery from upstate New York that is working in Argentina with grapes like Malbec and Pinot Noir, and kind of changing the way we look at rosés from certainly that part of the country. There's not a lot of rosés to speak of readily available.
No,
readily available, I would say. So here you have
you have to put in some work
right.
to find them.
Yeah, yeah. And so here you have a great winery from New York using Argentinian grapes and making this beautiful rosé. I mean, I thought that was really cool that they didn't come out and just like do here's our Malbec from Argentina. They took it a different route. They're introducing a rosé from that area. I think it's pretty smart what they did.
It's brilliant. I mean, because the pretty oversaturated in the Argentinian Malbec field.
And then you're a New York winery, and they're gonna be like, maybe not.
No.
Yeah.
The nose on this.
I know, right?
Oh.
It's beautiful.
Well, I was geeking out on this bottle last week when it came in,
yeah.
and I just love this bottle format. I've never seen. I mean, I'm sure you have, but I've never seen this bottle.
Yeah, it almost has like this kind of.
It's like an old whiskey jug almost.
Yeah.
But I mean, a very elegant, presentation on this. But I love the old time feel of it.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. And I don't know if I got that. I never probably got that line in real close for you, but that is the label it looked like. There's the magic right there, 2014. So here you have this beautiful blend of Malbec and Pinot Noir and like 7 other smaller grapes. And the color, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like Chef said, the nose is just so aromatic. It's almost French, but sweeter.
You would,
And on the nose, I'm speaking of.
you would, if you didn't taste it and just did the aromatics, you would not call this
Yeah.
Argentinian.
And I certainly wouldn't be calling Malbec.
No.
That would not be what I would call it as a grape here blind. But it is beautiful, aromatic.
Well, it's funny too because it shares a lot of. To me, anyway, I'm picking up. It almost smells like a Chardonnay because I'm getting pear and lemon, and vanilla. But that's the bouquet. But on the mouthfeel and the flavor, totally 100% French rosé.
Mm.
But
Right
the
out
bouquet
of
is not
Argentina.
crazy.
Good old Argentina.
Those Argentinians.
So this is something that if you're into rosés, dry rosés, this really needs to be on your radar because this is a different style, but it's also reminiscent of classic style. So we're not stepping too far out of our circle, I would say, of Provence, but it's certainly not Provence once it hits your tongue. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I know most people hold the standard of all rosé being Provence, and they probably wouldn't be wrong. But this is special. It's different.
It is special. It's a beautiful wine, and I'm just, I love packaging. I don't know why, but I mean, I wanted to like this no matter what. I mean, this bottle just got me feeling good about it.
Sure.
And so I was rooting for it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I do.
I was
Yeah.
rooting for it.
I do that all the time.
I want this to be as good as it looks, and I hope it is, and it did not disappoint.
And when I see certain varietals, we've been kind of rooting for Petite Syrahs and Petite Verdot's lately. Like, I want them to be good because I think that's a market that's really underutilized and underappreciated. And I don't know that the best winemakers are putting their energy towards those grapes. The best winemakers are throwing their efforts at the grapes that are more popular because better returns, and I get that. But I'm always rooting for that underdog, that kind of something a little bit different, a little bit wacky, if you will. But I tell you what, another thing, because we've had this open now. Or rather out at room temperature a little bit longer. It's really filling out as it warms up a little bit, and I'm getting that little hint of bitter that I would expect from Provence. And I wasn't getting that when it was a little bit cooler, which makes me like it even more because I like that just tinge of it approaches bitter. It's not bitter, but that's such a great element for food.
It is, and as it's warming too. To me, a lot of rosés die on your tongue, if that makes sense. You get a big little pop, and they're gone.
That will kind of wash away.
Which makes it dangerous for me because when I get to drinking rosé, it dies really quick, so I'm drinking more of it. This has a really nice finish, very long.
Yes.
It's warming up. It's really staying on the back. So you're getting it. You're getting a nice treatment from this that you don't get from a lot of middle of the road rosés.
Absolutely.
I mean, certainly not.
Yeah.
I love them, but you can tell that this has a bit more attention.
Well,
And then, I'm sure the grapes play into that. Using a
we
bigger
talk
grape.
about this time and time again. We judge quality by start, middle, and how long is the finish. This has all of those things. plus this crazy nose on it that's just
God, it's wild.
it's just your nose is very busy trying to decipher all the things that you're getting, and a lot of rosés aren't like that. Chef, what are you gonna pair with this?
Well, we got a great accompaniment. We made a beautiful little tart, and this is a wild mushroom tart. I've used a variety of mushrooms from one of our fellows, Andre, who forages for us. So we've got a little chanterelle. We've got some cauliflower mushrooms. We've got a little lobster mushroom. We've got
Those are some nice
and
treats.
some bluets. So just a beautiful little melange of mushrooms. I did a saute on those. Mixed in a little bit of just a little bit of shredded cheese on this. It's a bourbon infused cheese, but it melts beautifully and really complements the mushrooms very well. Of course, the alcohol is gone from this, but you get the wood off of it, and it goes great with this aged cheese. So beautiful little tart. You get earthiness from the mushroom, the brightness, fat from the cheese. Good tart shell to help bring it all home and give us something sturdy. Don't feel like we've had something. We're already moving on to our second wine. We want our food to be able to prolong our evening. We don't want to get too out in front of ourselves unless you're professional like we are. And
Definitely.
Research. But beautiful little tart. We got great with sausages and tarts.
Yeah, sign me up.
Life's good.
Yeah.
Life is
So
good.
yeah, so we have two, and that's classic. We talk about rosés being a brunch wine, or I call it a breakfast
wine. Yeah.
But
It's my choice.
like all those things that you expect. The quiches and things like that. And I think you're right on the money. We've got Pinot Noir rosé here, Malbec and Pinot. And what goes better with mushrooms and Pinot? I don't know.
They belong together.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 90% of the time when you have a mushroom course or study a mushroom or anything like that on the chef's table, we're gonna throw a Pinot at it.
It's not what Pinot, but which Pinot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're
because
right,
they're all over people think Pinots are Pinots, and we got to dedicate one of these to just talking about the different. Because Pinots are all over the place.
How long is this video gonna
About
be?
4 hours.
Jeez. Yeah, Pinots are.
But no, we should line up 4 Pinots and just dip them all over the place
Right.
and just talk about those.
I'm down with that.
Oh, I just want to drink 4 Pinots, but that'd be fun to talk about.
Yeah. Well, we've got some great ones. We've got another great one coming next week. That's a different story. But so, classic pairings here today. A highly structured, plus you get the bonus of being aged. I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback on what you think about a bottle-aged white wine. Because for me, these secondary, tertiary kind of smells and flavors that develop are just remarkable. It really does open up more pairings for the wine, not less. Because white wines tend to be more, I don't know if simple is the right word, but they're more precision, maybe more focused.
I would go along with that.
And as things develop in the bottle, it widens the portfolio of smells and flavors and obviously potentially more things to pair it with. And I think you get that from this Hugo Gentile. It's absolutely beautiful. And then of course we have this rosé that bottle does not stand a chance against the two of us.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Well, it's already
an honor.
compromised. What do you want?
Yeah, we can't. So, two beauties. Another great week at the restaurant. We miss all of you that aren't here, and we appreciate all the ones that can make it.
Very much so.
And thanks for enjoying our video. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
I hope so.
Yeah. We didn't cuss again. We've been on an
Like
incredible
12 in a
streak.
row.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know-
We probably just jinxed ourselves,
Yeah.
but
We
that's
don't.
impressive.
I can't even get it through a conversation with my own
I
parents.
can't
without
read a
cursing.
ticket without
Yeah.
cursing.
But we're
Maybe we're growing up.
We're focused.
Maybe we're growing up.
Well, gosh knows we have enough years under our belt. But that's another story. Enjoy these summer wines. with delicious foods by Chef Chris and other foods. You know, if you buy, I don't know, a couple cases of these, you'll have the opportunity to pair it with so many other foods.
Well, and a couple of cases doesn't last very long.
Doesn't at my house.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait till your kids turn 21. You're gonna be in big trouble.
21.
That's coming, by the way.
Well, I got 2 of them that are drinking. My boys.
But you sent them away.
Yeah, they're home a
College.
lot.
Yeah.
But luckily they're not like drinkers.
Yeah.
You know, Matthew likes bourbon and
Hey.
some of those cider beers, but
Yeah.
Sam's more of a Prosecco kid. He
Right.
likes Blue Moons and Prosecco, so he's more like his mother.
Right.
But yeah, they're still in the moderation portion. Hopefully it'll
Hallelujah.
stay there.
Yeah.
Lauren's
Our-
one we gotta look out.
Lauren's gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah,
And,
we'll watch
you know,
out for that.
There's gonna be a lot of payback for what we did to our parents, that's for sure. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks for everything.
Hey, we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.
Thank you all. Hope you have a fabulous weekend. And again, thank you for being here with us. See you soon.